Well, happy Sunday to you, YouTube. How's it going? You've landed on the Jim of All Trades channel, and my name's Jim, and I'm a crypto trader and a forex trader, and here to help you understand the market from an Elliott Wave perspective. So let's jump into the market here and see what's going on with Bitcoin. We are looking at Bitcoin today, and we got a little bit of a pump to the upside. So what's going on, and how does that relate to what I shared yesterday? Let's jump in. Okay. Yesterday I was calling for a move to the downside, the overarching move. At least we got a three. We should have a three-wave move that takes us down here to $8,200 to about $7,800. Now, what you have to understand is the market goes up and down as it moves in a direction, right? So let's talk about the different ways price can go down. Price can go down impulsively in a five-wave move like that, okay, where you have one, two, three is usually the longest wave, but not always. Just can't be the shortest. Four and five. Okay, so that's an impulse wave to the downside. That's one way a market can move up or down, but I'm drawing it to the downside for now. Okay, we have it can move in a diagonal formation like so, where you have basically a five-wave move as well. This is also an impulse wave, but it looks more corrective as it's being formed. Okay, and that's a five-wave move as well. Okay, but after any five-wave move, you expect a three-wave pullback from an Elliott wave perspective. By the way, you see kind of a head and shoulders here. That's what a head and shoulders pattern is. It's basically the end of a fourth, fifth wave, and it's the beginning of a 1-2 wave, okay, or an AB wave. So that's all that is. Control Y. There we go. So that's an example of a three-wave pullback after a five-wave move. Okay, so basically the market goes down, it'll come up and correct, continue down, correct, and down like that. That's the way the market moves. Okay, so generally moves in fives and threes. Okay, so if we look at the market here, I've got a couple of ways to interpret what's going on here. I've got it interpreted as a leading diagonal five-wave move. Okay, and after that we got a three-wave pullback. Okay, five-wave move followed by a three-wave pullback, and you can kind of see that little head and shoulders I was telling you about right there, inverse, of course. Now, when you get to the top of a wave, you get the same thing. You got a little head and shoulders here. Again, that's not a head and shoulders pattern to me. It's just Elliott wave movement. It's just the way I look at it. I don't look at chart patterns much. But that being said, that's what you're seeing. Okay, so this is a five-wave move to the downside. We've got a nice three-wave pullback. Now, what do we have here? We have a five-wave move right there. Okay, what we're going to expect then is a three-wave pullback somewhere to 50% to 60%. It might get us back up here to this range here, about $9,500, and then we continue down. Okay, now let's talk about the different ways this wave can be formed. If this is the large three-wave moves can consist of here basically the three-wave moves. You can have a five-wave, three-wave, and a five-wave. That's what we call a zigzag, a 5-3-5. Okay, where the first wave is five waves. Okay, and the last wave is five waves. Okay, all right. You can also have a 3-3-5. That's what we call a flat, where the second, third wave, three waves, boom, 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 A wave, okay, boom, 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 B wave, and that B wave comes to 90% of the top of the A wave. That's a flat, okay, and then C is always five waves, okay, so that's a flat. So that's a 3-3-5, okay, or you can have a WXY, which is a three wave, a three wave, and then a three wave. All right, so let's look at what we have and see what the possibilities are. If I'm wrong in so the interpretation here, if that's a five-wave move, guys, then this last wave has to be five-wave move, and that implies a very strong move to the downside. However, if this first wave is not a five-wave move, and I've improperly interpreted that, and that's the weakness of any Elliott wave theory, is that the interpreter has to get it right, and I'm doing my best to get it right. But so if this is actually just a three-wave move, then this is going to be most likely a three-wave move like that. All right, so that's what we're looking at, guys. Those are the basic options here on the table. Now, regardless, I've got a 5-wave clear move right here, and so let's zoom in and look at that wave just a little bit more carefully, because I want to do a little teaching here on just Elliott wave structure, so you understand what's going on. Generally speaking, this is a beautiful, beautiful Elliott wave right here. When we measure the first wave, you can see how the third wave came to the 2618 extension. That's a beautiful extension for a third wave. You got a 3-wave pullback here for a fourth wave, and then a nice 5-wave finish. Okay, and so basically we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's a complete 5 waves, and now we're getting a pullback to the upside. Okay, and that pullback is going to go up in 3 waves. Now remember, the 3 waves can happen 3 different patterns. We can have a zigzag move. Okay, we can have a flat move. Okay, or we can have a WXY move that gets very complex. Now again, the WXY will take a lot longer than a zigzag. Okay, right now this is forming a zigzag, kind of, sorta, and so basically, it's not finished, and it's probably going to be. Remember, the pullback is going to be between 50 and 60% of the entire movement. So what we do is we throw the retrace tool on it. We go ahead and measure that guy and see where we would expect this thing to retrace to. Okay. Right here, looking for a pullback to 50%, okay, or 65% right here. So that's the kind of wave we're looking for here, and you can see how that lines up with structure. It could come all the way up to 78% here for a deep wave too. Okay, so any number of things can happen here, but we are looking for some kind of a 3-wave pullback into this region right here. Now, let's see here. How do I know where it's going to go? I don't know where it's going to go. I just watch wave formation, wave structure, and as price moves, I pay attention to it. Okay, so there's the target zone. It's got to be 3-wave structure. Okay, and then come into this range. So that gives us a 5-wave move, a 3-wave pullback, and then we would expect a 5-wave move following it. That's what we're looking at, guys. That's where we are. So this is going up. Up is the direction for now. We're going to the upside. I think there's somebody that likes to comment and how I'm always talking about the downside. Well, hey, we can expect some upside for a little while. Most likely, the best I can tell. Again, I could always be wrong in my interpretation, and the market. The other thing is the market can do whatever it wants to do. But basically, based on repeatable patterns and Elliott wave application, this looks like we're coming up for a 3-wave move here. All right, so that's the way we're talking about it. That's the way we're looking at it. All right, so are we still looking good for the downside? Yes, we are. We're just waiting for a 3-wave pullback after this 5-wave move. This 5-wave move is pretty definitive as far as I can tell. It's looking down now. This thing is going down. And even though we get in a pullback today, don't be fooled by it. Don't be freaked out by it. Just watch it, let it form its 3-wave move, and at the top, short the mess out of it. Okay. All right. So let's do some final analysis here on the way this wave could go up, the shape that this go up, based on what we're seeing here on the 5-minute chart. Okay. So all I'm trying to do now as an Elliott wave trader is I know where we're going. We're getting up here, but as a trader, I like to try to figure out how we're going there. Okay. So what shape of a wave are we currently making? So we're going to put the fibs on this guy here, on this first move here, and we'll measure it. There's the A wave or a 1 wave. Okay, right now we've got this. This looks very 3-wave-ish. This comes to the 1-to-1 extension of this wave, so this is a very 3-wave-ish kind of pattern right there. All right, and then we had this kind of 3-wave move to the downside. Now it looks like we're getting a 3-wave move to the upside. That's a WXY, guys. That's a WXY. It looks like the first target is going to be $9,200. 92 is where I'd be watching. $9,300, and is the secondary target, the 127 extension. If we get up there, guys, that's close to 50%, guys. That may be finished after that. Once we get up here, that may be finished, and we head on down from there. So be careful. It may not get any more complex than that. It may just simply be a WX and a Y wave, like so, gets us up into this region, and then we're heading down, guys. Heading down again to our targets. Our targets are about 8,200 to 7,800. Okay. All right, there you go. There's a wave outlook for the day. Not seeing anything else, guys, but I'm looking for $9,200. What could happen here, guys? If we get up to 92, could get a three-wave pullback and then another three-wave to get up here, and that would be our larger WX and a Y wave. So that's a way it could go on up. Okay, but if it gets up here to the 127 or even the 1618 guys or close to it, that's a good likelihood we're just going to head down from there. So be careful about that. It doesn't have to get complex. It has been complex lately. Three wave, three wave, whoop, three wave move. So there would be that's a 333, which is a WXY. So yeah, that's a way that it could go up, and it'll take a long time as well. Okay. Well, I'm trying to clear that out. Oh, there we go. I was trying to clear that out, but the computer was lagging. All right, guys. Well, there's the wave update. I hope you guys found that helpful to you. Just application of Elliott wave principles and where we might be heading. Don't forget to like and subscribe and do all that stuff. Leave comments again. Thanks so much for the comments yesterday. Had a good barrage of comments yesterday, which really encouraged me and helped me, and just helps the channel out. All right, and you did help the channel out. I picked up I think 20 subscribers off yesterday's video because you guys are commenting and you guys are liking the video, and that's really helping. So thanks. If you like the comment, don't forget to let me know. All right, we'll talk to you later. Bye bye.